Hi everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This is just going to be a video about a DESTASH that I'm doing and kind of, I guess, why. So basically I have about 70 in my stash and I regularly go through these and DESTASH the ones I either don't wear, don't use or would not pick up first. As a consequence, I end up with essentially a big enough package to probably DESTASH to somebody. So I've been doing this about 18 months and I chose not to videotape it up until now just because I have a very much more solid and set idea of what I want and what I'm doing now, and am more easily able to do videos in the sense of, you know, discussing them and talking about this type of stuff. Because before I'd have been like, I don't know, I just ordered these. And so essentially these ones here, these four are all muff dusters. These were one of my earliest orders and I ordered them because of how awesome these prints are. These are all cotton with, this is like a sewing machine, this is not hand stitched. So this is Doctor Who, Ravenclaw, Maleficent, Don't Make Me Angry, and then these are all 8-inch ones, and then I got 10-inch ones of Ravenclaw and Don't Make Me Angry. But the issue with these is that they are backed in PUL. And at the time when I ordered these, again this is one of my very earliest orders, I didn't realise that how slippery these are and how slippery PUL is. So essentially I haven't worn these in probably over a year. As soon as I kind of got a big enough stash to essentially not wear these in any of my daily liners or cycle, I pretty much will stop wearing them 100%. So these have been in my DESTASH pile for a while now. These two here are the same. These are China cheapies. When I initially started, I ordered 10 moderate Chinese cheapies and 10 heavy Chinese cheapies. I then discovered Etsy and ordered a variety of pads off Etsy, including from muff dusters, and I got these from the UK before I got some of my Chinese cheapies. I DESTAShed a lot of my Chinese cheapies to my sister because by that point I had enough of wham makers to actually compensate for the fact that I never used these. So these will be, I do have a video also about Chinese cheapies coming up, which these two will star in, but these two actually go into my DESTASH. But these have exactly the same problem in that these are PUL backed, so they slide all over your underwear. And you know, at some point you can't have underwear so tight it cuts off your circulation to stop them from moving. Okay, so moving on to some of the rest. These two here are kitty cat cloth. I have quite a few from kitty cat cloth. You would have seen my review of kitty cat cloth and I do like her work. These are hand dyed OBV and then backed in fleece, and this one would have hidden PUL but her liners don't. I'm a centre bleeder, not a back or a front bleeder, so this pad here doesn't particularly work for me. I think I tried it once and haven't worn it since. I had ordered some stuff for my sister and I'd sent most of the stuff for my sister. I've already asked her whether she wants anything else. She said no. She doesn't need anything else because I've sent her probably about 40 pads and about 3 cups. So this is going to go in this DESTASH. And this one too. This is just an awkward size for me. It's not really a liner size, which I prefer 8 inches, which is this size. And it's not really a moderate, which I prefer in 10-inch size. So it just kind of falls in this in-between section, and so even though she's one of my favourite makers, Kitty Cat Cloth would be one of my top 5 makers, you know, this is the one that I'm gonna destash. Okay, moving over to these ones. I think I've discussed this one before, Odds and Zombies. All of these should have reviews up. It is exposed core flannel. Sugar Skulls, I got this from an eBay maker called Odds and Zombies. I can't find any else of her work, but I use the Harry Potter pad a lot. I in fact love the Harry Potter, which basically looks identical to this but in Harry Potter cotton knit print. However, again, this is just one I don't reach for, even though I like the maker and can't find, you know, her any other of her work. I'm going to keep the one that I use. You know, this doesn't really need to be. I've kept it a really long time, over a year now, but by the end of the day I just don't use it and don't wear it, and it can go to somebody who will. These two here are by English Garden Lovelies. They are both exposed cores, and they both have this lovely quilting quilting flannel on the back, hidden PUL. They've got these. This one's got this adorable heart cam snap. I don't wear them. Again, I love this print. This is an amazing print. This is essentially why I ordered it. For those who don't know, this is a stained glass. That's Belle's dress. So this is Beauty and the Beast, which is why I ordered them. I don't wear them. I very rarely wear them. They're one of the, again, last ones that I reach for. So, kind of regularly going through my stash and just going, don't wear it, don't wear it, don't wear it. Because I really do track what I wear, when I wear it. It's kind of relatively easy to see what I do and don't wear. And also, if I'm like forcing myself to wear something, I'm like, I think this can go in my destash pile, to be honest. This one here is from another one of my favourite makers called Keller Bear Creates. She's an Australian maker. It is an 8-inch moderate with this cute little pink. I'm much more of an evil queen person, which is actually the evil counterpart to this character, Snow White, and this is Elsa. I just don't wear it. I've had two princess prints, this one from Keller Bear Creates and one from Handmade by Hetty, I believe. I destashed the Handmade by Hetty one to my sister because I sent her a package full of my favourite makers, and this one didn't go in. I kept it. I think my liner stash is a lot smaller then, so I kept this. And now my liner stash, I have about 38 in my liner stash, so I don't wear it or need it. So again, it's not that I don't love this maker, I do, it's just one that I don't wear, and it can go to somebody else who will wear it. These two here are again from a favourite maker called Handmade by Hetty. I particularly like this one, and it has these cute asked bat wings and this kind of very weird print of gold and purple, and then this kind of, I guess, Jigglypuff teal. I ordered this one because of the colour. I liked the Jigglypuff colour, like this teal colour. So that's why I ordered this one. This is one of my first orders from Handmade by Hetty. And of course, bats. I am a big fan of bats. However, essentially what happened is I got a lot of shaped prints, particularly from Venus pads, and I tend to wear them. And again, these are two that just sit in my stash. Even with my Handmade by Hetty stash, I will pick, these are the last two that I pick up. I very rarely pick them up. This is probably one I'll pick up most. I actually don't remember the last time I picked up this one and wore it. But if I'm like, oh, I should wear, if I'm thinking about ones that I have in my stash that I should be wearing, I may pick this one up, but I do have another one shaped like this, which is I used in my last cycle. So if you watch the December one I wore this month, you'll see it. It's pretty much for the same shape as this, but it's pink with little girls on it, little pictures of little girls on it. And I will pick up that one first, then this one. So again, this is nothing to do with the maker. This has to do with the fact that I have probably 10 Handmade by Hetties, and these are the last 2 that I'll pick up. This is the last one out of all of these. Essentially, this is from a San Diego maker, I believe, called Miss Andrew Made. It is cotton knit topped and fleece backed, and I wear her other stuff a lot. I have, I think, 6 liners from her and another 3 10-inch pads, and I wear the rest quite a bit. Her other 10-inch pads have that giant flare. There is a review of her work up, but I think I've worn this maybe once, maybe twice. I did order it again because this print is amazing, and I still do love this print. And if I was just going to keep, like, this rainbow cassettes is just amazing, but I just don't wear it. And I'm kind of trying to work towards having a curated collection that is functionally in use, or frequently in use. On top of this is actually going to a particular person who has no products at all, and therefore, you know, she could use, I think there's 12 in total here, you know, she could use a variety of things. So when I started destashing this type of stuff and going into my destash pile, because they essentially just kind of sit at the bottom of a drawer until I you know, went in to have a look, this actually means that she will actually have a kind of decent stash to at least attempt to start working through her period. She can, as you can see, there's a bit of variety here in shapes and sizes, and so she can actually kind of see what, there's also a variety of fabrics, and so she can actually kind of really work through what she likes and what she doesn't like, and then kind of build her own stash from here. I've also included this stain stick soap for her. It's made in Australia. I haven't actually used this stain stick, but I purchased it and ended up, I purchased quite a few. I think I purchased about 6 stain sticks, but that means that she can kind of start off with having a stain stick. She's also going to get this essentially makeup pouch. I think this was like $2 in a big box store. It is, as you can tell, lined in this kind of plasticky type stuff, so that when she, you know, she can have the stuff in her bag, and I can run through. I did used to have spare wear bags, but I sent them all to my sister, ironically enough. But yeah, so at least she has a, you know, a temporary storage bag. So when she's out and about and needs to change her pad, she'll at least have something. And the last thing that I'm destashing to her is my Diva Cup. If you've actually been, you know, watching any of my other videos, you will have noticed that I, while I defend the Diva Cup as being quite amazing, it's also not my, Goldilocks cup. So this is a Diva Cup. I think it says on the inside there. This is my Diva Cup size 2. And this will be going to her so that she can at least try this out. This may not be, as you can see, it's going in the original bag. When I usually use them, I have alternative bags that I've got for them, but I've kept all the original bags for in case I destash. So this is going to her as well. I do have the booklet that will be put in here for that. Okay. So, yeah, that's her DESTASH. One kind of makeup / wet bag, one Diva Cup, stain stick, and about approximately 12 pads, ranging from 6" right up to 11.5". Other than that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this DESTASH.